What's up everybody, it's Naruto 12 here, and today we're going to be continuing the Beginning to Master series. Pretty much the series where I teach you guys everything I know about a single character in this game, and I try to get you better with that single character. Today's character we actually have today is Rock Lee, PTS Rock Lee. So this character was very highly requested for quite a while, but there was just always some more votes putting him just kind of like third or fourth place, but now he's finally had his time to shine. So Rock Lee is definitely a hyper aggressive character. Rock Lee is pretty much just one of those characters that is kind of good in one thing and sucks in all the rest. And the thing he's good in, he's really good in, and that is just pressure and damage and speed, which we're gonna talk about how to be really efficient with those things, because Rock Lee has a bunch of stuff that you need to focus on, really, and a lot of stuff you need to avoid. And yeah, we're gonna talk about that in this video, but make sure to leave a like down below, subscribe, make sure to tell me who else you want me to do for the very next episode. But without further ado, let's get started.
Where did you...
Alright, so let's get started. So before we even start talking about Rock Lee's combos and movesets, I just want to mention that his fighting, his generic like combos just in the air, it gives him a little bit of forward momentum, and also, as you can see, he's very fast. Very fast. I think he's not his first hit isn't fast, but it's the hits after the first hits that make him dangerous, because once he gets started, he doesn't stop. He just keeps going, and you can't really interrupt it. He's almost like Naruto, where he has like a big hitbox on all of his hits, and you can't really get in that wall once he starts going. He's like a car. Like once it's going, he just goes. And that's gonna be very useful, because you can kind of just O-mash with Rock Lee and get damage off. So that is just a legitimate strategy you can do. You can legit just go in someone's face, just press the attack button, and you will have the advantage as long as he doesn't prioritize you. Which you probably won't unless he's using like a super fast character like Itachi, Yugito, Neji, characters like that. I just want to mention that. But now let's actually start off of showing off his combo. So here's his neutral combo. So a big thing with PTS characters is that they don't do a lot of damage. Normally, that's kind of their thing. They usually have items to compensate for their lack of damage. But Rock Lee, he kind of has just kind of average stuff. He just average items, I mean. And his damage is actually pretty good. So here's his down combo, and here is his up combo along with his aerial combo. So you see right here, like, yeah, his damage isn't enormous. It's not huge. And he doesn't have a lot of items, but he is like one of the best PTS fighters in the little game. Like I would say he's probably second best. I wouldn't say he's first best. I still give that place to either Neji. Yeah, probably Neji. He's very strong. Yeah. So let's actually start talking about his combo. So as you can see, his neutral combo does mediocre damage, but you usually only want to use this mainly for the strike back. The damage you really want to do, or do the combo 4 damage, is the down combo. This does the most in his arsenal, so you usually just want to do this a lot most of the time. Plus, it hits them down to the ground, which means you can basically just follow up whatever they're recovering. So if Naruto is down from the ground from a down combo, I can follow wherever they roll, or if they don't roll, they can just get up right there like Naruto just did, and I can just kind of just O-mash on their guard. And because I'm Lee, I can do that. That's just kind of my thing. You just wait for them to get up and then just O-mash, and there's nothing they can really do about it. And this is what you really want to do with Lee. You want to get up in their face, and you want to pretty much jail them. And also, we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. But let's go into some other combos. So his up combo, very good for setups. Very good for setups, especially the second to the last hit where he kind of just kicks them in the air. That is very good for guard break setups right there. The 7th hit of the up combo. If I can do it properly. Okay, that was sloppy. There you go, that was perfect. So that is pretty much like the perfect guard break setup for Lee. Usually everyone kind of has one. It's kind of just the up combo. But yeah, that's perfect for him. So if you want to ever get a free guard break off, perfect for that. Just lifts them right in the air and they literally can't dodge, so they just have to sub. It forces them. So now we're gonna talk about his guard, his guard option. So whenever you're doing pressure on the guard, you're gonna be, you literally just have to kind of use the air combo to reset on the block. That's what you want to do. But if you use it the wrong way, it's gonna be it's gonna give your opponent the opportunity to counter. So what you need to do is you need to do the up combo on the opponent's guard, where it leads kind of like kicking them. There we go. And after the first kick, then you want to reset into the air combo, and then it should make it a little bit more lagless on the whenever you reset on the person's guard. So let me retry so I can reset Naruto's guard. There we go. So it should look something like this. There we go. Now remember, so there is a little bit of opportunity for them to do whatever they want, but it's very slim, which means they do have the opportunity to counter, but this is the best option to kind of jail your opponent to like an oblivion and force them. Because I think the best person in the PTS category for jailing a person is Neji. He literally gives you no opportunity to counter, but Lee does give you some good options. So first kick, up the up combo, reset. And then you kind of just want to keep doing this until their guard is in red, and then we can talk about his jutsu a little bit afterwards once we start going there. But yeah, that's what you usually want to do. That's kind of his thing, just keep punching on the guard. And his air combo, like I said, his air combo is not really amazing in the air, but you really want to just use his air combo to kind of just reset on the guard, and then immediately just kind of just go into another combo, and then break that guard, because that's what you really want to do. Let's go into his tilt now. So his tilt, just combo tilt, and on the opponents, it's kind of bad. Like usually combo tilts aren't usually that good in this game because tilts themselves don't do a lot of damage, and you can't cancel them, and it leaves you wide open. So combo tilts are kind of just trash. They usually serve no purpose, and this tilt specifically doesn't really go that far, so you really can't do anything with this tilt. So I would say this tilt is never used. Don't ever use this tilt because it doesn't really do anything for you. It doesn't shield pressure or shield damage. Doesn't set up for your teammates. Nothing. So yeah, never use. Now go to the grab. His grab is pretty small, but he does kind of lean in there a little bit. So a good guard cancel is really any of his combos because they don't push the opponent too far. So uses on the guard, just boom. You know, it will work. It will link up perfectly. Or if you want to do it outside the guard, confirm some damage off. That will work too. But a good way to, or a good damaging grab cancel is this one. Pretty much the same thing, just as the reset. Just the first. Wait, I think it's the 7th hit. No, the 6th hit. Yeah, I was right. Oh, I messed up. Oh, there we go. I did it. Okay, yeah. The 7th hit of the up combo. That's perfect right there because it does a lot of damage right there. How did I do before? I just did it. There we go. Okay, yeah, you have to wait for the rest of the hits to follow up. So yeah. Oh, I did it wrong. But yeah, I saw, yeah, you saw it. Right there, that's a perfect opportunity to actually grab your opponent right there because they literally can't do anything about it. So you want to confirm some easy damage off, or a person is just trying not to sub or trying to save their subs, you can just get a bunch of damage off and kind of just confirm it. So that's always nice. Next we're going to do his jutsu, which is Leaf Hurricane. So this jutsu, let's talk about it as support first because I feel that's where it lackluster a little bit. So it has support. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's literally just the nerfed version of Leaf combo attack, the Shippuden version of this jutsu. It's just 2 hits, and it really doesn't go anywhere. So I would say using this as support is it's really not that good, honestly. I mean, if you use it at the right time, like when a person subs, it will defend you, but there's way more better supports that can do this. And I would say using Lee as support is kind of just a waste, honestly. It's kind of a waste. But using the Jutsu as Lee himself, oh yeah, it's better, but it's still not the best. So his Jutsu as Lee is very good for ending combos because it links up with legit any one of his combos. I think the down combo is probably the best one because it does the most damage. Let me see. Let me try to do it. Oh, okay. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, that does a slightly more damage, but it's really good because you're adding the down combo damage and you're doing more damage with your Jutsu, and you're also getting a stride back off. So you're getting like a triple whammy right there. So you're getting damage and damage. So you're not doing like 50%, but you're still doing a good chunk of it. Plus you get a stride back off with it. So it's still really good. It's very good for finishing combos. Yeah, and that's really all it's kind of used for most of the time. At least I would say this league, because you don't really get anything out of it. So overall, this juice is kind of mediocre, or a little bit below mediocre, because there's a lot more better juices out there. But this is a very good way to use it. You cancel into any one of his combos, you can get a lot of damage off of. Also, there's one more use for it. Almost forgot. So you can use it the same way you can use Neji's rotation, because it automatically goes towards the opponent or where they're facing. So whenever they sub, you can just use the jutsus and he just flips right towards the opponent. And apparently this jutsu has priority, which means they can't really hit you. They can't really like punch you out of it, because it kind of just like blocks the first, it kind of blocks hits. So you can kind of just do it. So let's do an example. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. Let me see. Let's say I'm punching Naruto, then he subs, and then it kind of just goes straight in a 180. So you can use like that to protect yourself, which is very good for Lee, because he has a way of actually like turning around, and you don't have to commit to anything, which is very good, very good. It gives Lee like a literal like counterattack, so you can use it that way. I recommend you use it that way most of all, because as ending combos, it doesn't really get too much out of it. So yeah. Next for his ultimate jutsu. This took me a while to find this ultimate jutsu cancel, but I finally found it. Let me demonstrate it first, and I'll tell you guys how I did it. No, I did it wrong. There we go. This brings back so much memories. Oh, that was so nice. So yeah, his cancel is the up combo at the 6th hit. At the 6th hit. And then it should link up pretty nice, but you will have to cancel it a little bit fast, because it requires yeah, at the knee, where he kind of knees Naruto for the first time. Right there. Boom, perfect. And then it's kind of just an easy cancel. Very basic. But for some reason, this took me a while to find, because Lee doesn't have any other cancels. But let me give the overview for this character. So this character is a legit rush down character. He doesn't have really many things to offer besides his combos and his jutsu. Everything else is kind of mediocre or just trash. So his tilt, don't ever use. His air combo, don't ever use unless you're actually trying to reset on the block of the person's guard. And always do the combo I told you. I did that wrong. There we go. Now remember, I'm just gonna say this: they still can counter you, but you have to be ready for it, because that's just game sense with the game. If you do it twice on a person's guard, most likely they're probably gonna counter you, so you can kind of just predict it, wait a little bit, or do something else, maybe your jutsu, and break the guard. Oh yeah, your jutsu is also good for breaking the guard as well. This is kind of good guard damage. So whenever they're in red, break their guard. Just want to mention that, because I did forget to mention that. Let me see his combos. You have priority most of the time, so you can kind of hit people out of the chakra dashes. You can kind of just walk up to them and just start mashing on the guard, and just start punching them. So that's your advantage. You mostly want to do that. Just get in their face. Grab, I wouldn't say don't prioritize in it, but just use the way I taught you. You should be good. Jutsu, I really recommend you use it either break shields or to either protect yourself from whenever they sub. And it's very easy to do that too. It's just very easy to just use the Jutsu right after a sub, and he should just do like a 180 and protect yourself. And if you get punished for that, you can just switch out to different characters. So either way, it's still pretty good. You still save some, you get a lot of value out of at least Jutsu. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. He's just kind of just a ordinary rushdown character. But now let's actually go into his awakening. Now, this is where everything gets kind of crazy. There we go. Alright, so of course we all know from the show he goes to the 8 gates. Almost forgot what it was called. I think this is the 5th gate, I think. And he gets a lot more faster. So he basically has the same combos, but there's just added some more combos into it. So here's his neutral combo. There we go. Here's his down combo. Ooh, that's nasty. Here's his up combo. And his thing is grab is the unblockable attack. He just runs up to you. So this is actually really good because he just runs up. Here's his tilt. This is all is legit the same thing. Air combo. The same thing as well. The Jutsu, Mad Dance of Infinity. So yeah, so let's talk about this awakening. So his awakening, he does massive damage. Honestly, if you just get your combo off with this awakening, you're pretty much doing like 50% just without like chopping dash or close to 50%. You're getting almost half a green bar by just doing just a generic combo. So of course he moves extremely fast, so you can kind of just do whatever you want, try to just wail on him, and you have a lot of forward momentum, so you can just go in on him, you know. So his tilt, useless, don't ever use. His unblockable attack, I would say it is good for, you know, just using it to get some free damage off, but I wouldn't recommend you use it most of the time in this awakening, because usually with Lee, you only got 15 seconds to do a lot of damage, and you just want to go in there and just kind of wail on them a little bit. So unblockable attack, I would say never use as well. The Mad Dance of Infinity, there's no way to cancel up into this. I have tried for about 2 hours. It does not cancel up into any of these combos. So the only way to actually use it is to use it kind of just YOLO, just kind of just use it just randomly. Now when you do use it, they can block it, and it does go into like a little combo on the guard. But this is kind of bad because it leaves you wide open and it does no shield damage, which means using this and they block it, you're pretty much just throwing the game away. So I would say don't really use the Mad Dance of Infinity because it doesn't do a bunch of damage even if you do get it off. I mean that is decent damage, but it's not worth putting yourself at risk. It's not worth that. And there's no confirm into it. So I would say use it if you know it's safe. I mean, if you know it's going to be safe, but I wouldn't recommend using this because it will probably end up killing you. Air combo, yeah, I would say use, but mostly just in this awakening form, you mainly just want to use the combo. Any combo, honestly, I would recommend the down combo because that does obviously the more damage. I would say, yeah, just keep using the down combo because you're getting a lot more outs with just his combos, and the down combo does the most damage. Plus, it hits down to the ground, and you kind of just follow them wherever they go, and just kind of wail on them when they get back up on the ground, and kind of do the same thing. And of course, whenever they're blocking, you want to just wail on them again, and you do extra guard damage, so you can just do this, do the full up combo. Oh my gosh, I'm going on the ground. I'm here. You can just do the same cancel I taught you without the awakening. Ooh, way better, yeah. This gives them legit no time to react. So yeah, you can just break their guard for free, and it'd be easy, and they can't counter. Just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much Lee. Thank you guys for watching. My name is 012. Make sure to tell me who else you want me to do for the next episode, because they do actually matter. I do stack them up, and I do choose the next character for the next episode. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. Thanks for watching. My name is 012. I'll see you guys next time.